Hey everybody, this is Dead Gamer. I'm just doing a quick video to show people the size difference of the AMBULL from the Blackstone Fortress, the AMBOT from Necromunda, which just came out this past weekend, and I also just have a standard human-sized model, a Genestealer Cult hybrid. I don't know, Neophyte, Acolyte. He's a third or fourth generation hybrid. So here we go. I put them all on a ruler. I clipped them all on there, and the center of the models are actually in the center of the ruler. Center being like where their waist is. Just so you have a reference. You can pause the video if you want to look at it in more detail. I'm just going to kind of do this for a short second. So this is kind of them straight on. And you got the AMBULL Hulk. This guy right here. All right, pretty sick model. You got the AMBOT. Now, the AMBOT, I didn't finish putting him together. I'm going to talk about that a little bit after I just show you the scale difference. But sorry, I'm drinking wine tonight. Tonight's alcoholic beverage is wine. And I'm also very tired, so bear with me. So we got the AMBOT right here. He's not completed. You can see I left a bunch of the knickknacks off of him. His arm isn't finished. There's a lot going on. And then we've got the most rattiest of rad models right there. A Genestealer hybrid with a shotgun. So, again, I put their waistline, the center of their body, essentially where their waist is, in the middle of the ruler. Because they're all posed differently. And I can't really do that. But that way it gives you a size in terms of scale. So that is about perpendicular, I guess. I think that's the word. Horizontal. Probably horizontal, right? Yeah, something like that. Not a mathematician, people. So I'm holding it about equal distance this side from the computer screen. I'll move it in a little bit. Try to get it all framed up. No, now I'm turning it. Let me stand up. Okay. That's about right. So there you go. Pause your damn video. That's the height of these little bad boys. I'm going to slowly rotate it. You guys can pause it anytime you want. See what it is that you're looking for. That's the difference of their bases. Well, you probably can't see that. I think these guys are on a 40. I think that's a 40. Might be a 50. And then he's on the next one up. Maybe he's on a 50 or a 60. He's on a 25. You guys figure that out. I don't know. I'm not a base connoisseur. So there you go. Now I'm just going to ramble. So 3 minutes in, which is about the average tolerance of a person watching a YouTube video. But if you're here just to hobby and listen to me talk about shit, then you come to the right place. So what I want to talk about is these kits. And pretty crazy when you think about the price of the kit versus the type of model you're getting, or models, because the AMBOT, the Necromunda one, you get two of them. Two dudes. The Blackstone Fortress, you get one dude. And it's pretty crazy. So we'll start with the AMBULL. He's $60. Now, obviously, with Blackstone Fortress, you get, you know, a bunch of cards. You get some extra tiles and shit in a book and stuff like that. But $60 for the model, essentially, is what people are going to be paying right now. Till they release him by himself. I'm guessing when they release him, I hope they make him less. But I'm going to say they're going to make them $45, which kind of sucks because you get two AMBOTs for $40. And I'll talk about AMBOTs in a little bit. But right currently, if you want this model, you have to pay $60. And this is the guy. I didn't put him together in terms of like glued. You see he's got a lot of big gaps right there in his arm. One thing, this model is a push fit, so everything just pushes together. There is no gluing required if you don't want to glue, which is good. But the reason I don't push them all the way together, because I found once you push them together, they're pretty difficult to pry apart. So I just kind of gently put them together so I could show you guys what he looks like whole. I'll hold him up here again while I talk so you guys can check him out. I am not a fan of these maggot things dropping off of his arms. They also got him coming out of like the small of his back, which if you were a teenager in the 90s, you'd know about the girls getting tramp stamps. So he's got tramp stamps of maggots falling out of his back. He's got some dripping down out of his groin area by his thigh. I don't get it. I don't like that aesthetic. Games Workshop seems to be, I don't know what's up with their modelers. They do that with skulls a lot in especially Age of Sigmar. They do with a lot of the chaos stuff is like skulls like just coming out of skin. The new Rogue Trader stuff from Kill Team, all those Gellerpox dudes had like human faces like rolling around inside of flesh, and it's like, I don't know, it's cool sometimes, but just because, and I've said this in other videos, I sound like a broken record right now, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. And also less is more. So you put too much on there and it just gets kind of crazy. And I think the less you put on there, the more impactful it is. And I don't know, it just doesn't, these are all going to get scalpeled off and green stuffed. And yeah, it's another thing I have to spend time on. But the model's badass. I mean, he is a gorgeous model. And this model in particular, now the sprue, hold on, I got it right here. I think the sprue is 10 pieces. 7, 8, 4, 6, 1, 10. 3, yeah. The sprue is only 10 pieces. 5 of those pieces is this guy. The other 5 are part of his little cronies, which I didn't put together. They're still in this box. I just clipped them off the sprue already. But it's these little guys. There's 2 base pieces, and then there's multiple parts on there. So he's only 5 pieces, which is pretty impressive. And yeah, he snaps together super easy, and he's super awesome. He's $60 though. Now we're going to talk about AMBOTs, which I'm in love with, but I also think a lot of people are going to hate. So a little bit of backstory, I guess I should do before I bust out the AMBOT. I can hold him up, even though he's not complete. Bear in mind, he is not complete. I didn't put all his extra crap on. He doesn't have his whirling blade hands or his little grappling hook, wench line, shoulder pad things, or his inner lower calf muscle plates. This guy's missing a lot of shit right now. I just literally put them together to the bare necessity of being able to assemble them. And he's even like loosely together. Like I could move this arm. See how it's moving? Because it's plastic glued. I gotta take everything apart after this video. I did this for you guys, because I love you guys. That's why I did this. So yeah, I just kind of like quick glued them together. Originally I was going to just put them together completely, but this one AMBOT, I got the notes over here, that's why I keep looking over here. See? 38 parts. This fucker is 38 parts. 5 parts, 38. Shit you not, 38 parts. So, like I said, I bare bones him. He doesn't have all his little cables and stuff. He's got like, I don't know, a condom dispenser and a fire extinguisher and all kinds of weird shit on him. I mean, all the stuff looks really cool on him, but I mean, it's crazy. He's 36 parts. So, that being said, and I'll just keep holding him here, I guess, while you guys listen. I don't know. Are you guys even watching me, or are you just doing hobby stuff? So, this kit was, to me, as a hobbyer, more than a gamer, amazing. It's what I wish Games Workshop would kind of go back to. Because lately, especially with a lot of the, and I get it, like these push fit models like the AMBULL Hulk, you know, it's designed to capture a certain audience where they don't have maybe all the tools required to do the hobbying, or they just want to slap some stuff together and get playing. And that makes sense, right? From a business perspective, we want our customers to just get this stuff together. From the other perspective, is it's crossed over into a lot of the models, and like you see it a lot. And I know that, okay, I'm going all over the place and I get it, but like you look at Dark Imperium, right? And Shadow Spear, I think it's called, is coming out this next week, or is on pre-order this week. It comes out Friday, I think. This is March 11th. So Shadow Spear is going to be all push fit, probably. I think it is. But like, it's weird, like when you put together, I think the first kit that did it was Dark Vengeance. And it was like Space Marine, those Chaos dudes. And I distinctly remember, like, I was looking at the sprues when I was cutting them apart. I was like, what the hell is going on? And it was like the lower part of the jaw of a Chaos Space Marine attached to this tiny little sliver of a, I don't know, trapezoid. I don't even know what this is called. Clavicle. That's your clavicle. I know that, but I don't know. That thing to like half an arm and a bolt pistol. And then you start putting this together, and all of a sudden it just magically becomes this figure. And don't get me wrong, that is amazing. That they could sit there and figure out how to like get around mold lines and stuff by doing, God, I'm getting fatter. Oh, I blame alcohol. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing when you put these things together, but it's also very limiting, because once you first and foremost, you have to put the model together in order to cut the model apart to make it work to do something else. So as a hobbyist or a modeler or whatever you want to call it versus a gamer's not going to care if he's just purely a gamer. I just want to slap models together. I'm not going to clean up my mold lines. I'm just going to paint them or pay someone to paint them. And I just want them on the table, because to me, they're just playing pieces, and that's it. And I'm the opposite way. I'm like, I want to treasure these babies and love them and put precious time and effort, because that's, to me, is where that's the hobby for me. And then if my buddy's free and I have some time and he wants to come over and we want to play a game, that's the bonus, right? The bonus to me is playing the game. But having all this stuff is not about playing the game to me. So why do I think the AMBOTs are going to be not very popular? Because these bastards are 38. This sprue represents 2 optional builds. It's the same torso, the same arms, but you can equip the weapons on the arms differently. And the arms can be posed differently on the torso. But it's the same weapons, or same torso, same arms. You have 2 head options. And then you have 2 entirely different pelvis, which is this little section between his legs, the 2 dangling wires, and legs, and toes, and plates that I haven't even put on there yet, all on this sprue. So basically, the upper half of this guy is the exact same model on here, minus his head, 2 options. The lower half, his legs and his little pelvis region, is entirely different. So you would get this kit, and then you can build an additional set of legs with toes and everything up to that pelvis, and an extra head, but no arms and no torso. I beat that horse into the ground. Hopefully, you got it. So, that being said, it's 40 bucks. So these are $20 a piece. These are a third. Again, this guy comes with rules and all that stuff, and I think when they do release him singly, I'm going to guess they're going to make him 45 bucks. And the reason I'm saying that is because based on, like, the Shadespire, I shouldn't call it Shadespire because it's not, Warhammer Underworlds, based on the Warhammer Underworld sets, you know, they come out with the warband, and it's got the models, and then it comes with dice, right? Or not dice, cards. Well, then you can buy the easy-to-build models without that stuff, and they only knock like 10 bucks off, right? I'm not saying that's nothing, but, you know, what is that to this guy, right? You're going to knock off a book and some punch-out tokens, so maybe 15 bucks. It's just kind of where I'm getting the 45 from, because I don't think they're going to go 10, because 10 is what they do with the Warhammer Underworld sets, and that's really not that, and I think it's 10. I'm probably wrong, and you guys are going to be like, you're wrong, it's only this much. I don't care. But I do love you, though, for being that particular, because I'm not. So thank you for being that part of me that I am not. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be 15 bucks less. I'm thinking he's going to be 45 bucks for one. These guys are 20 bucks a piece, right? And the other crazy thing is you would think you would pay more money to get extra pieces, to have the ability to make these things so posable. But this guy, he's a one-trick pony. I mean, this is the only way you could build him, unless you got green putty skills and you've got determination, right? You slap them together, you're going to have a horde of these guys posed the same way, looking kind of stupid. This guy, you could pose all kinds of ways. And there's like little I mean, it's down to the toes. His front 2 toes and his back 2 toes are 2 different parts. It's ridiculous. His legs alone, I think, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces each leg. That's 10 pieces make up the leg, right? It's nuts, both legs. The body itself was ridiculous to build. I was like, holy shit, this thing is endless. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, you know what? I think this is going to turn off a lot of people, because I think Games Workshop over the past few years, and again, this isn't a bad thing, this is just something I've noticed. I think they've gone more into the instant gratification sort of mentality of our hobbyists want to slap shit together, or our gamers want to put shit together and just play with it. And the reason I'm coming from that place is because I feel like the older stuff, and I mean, it's still present in a lot of kits, but it's a lot of the stuff that was built pre-Games Workshop having this, like, epiphany that they need to, you know, wake the hell up and start making crazy money and start taking care of, you know, at least interacting with people. And that means, like, the past 4 years, right? They've been doing it, well, 2015, I think they started doing that. So it's just interesting to me, because I don't think the AMBOT is going to be a big hit for the masses. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my perspective what the masses is more people who game and don't want to be bothered with putting together 38 parts to make one model. As someone who grew up building, like, model airplanes and model helicopters, and, you know, putting together tanks and jeeps, and you were, like, gluing together the dashboard and the joystick, or the joystick, the stick shift and the steering wheel. I mean, it was like some of the model kits I had as a kid, I mean, it was hundreds of pieces, you know? But that's what got me into this. Well, that was part of it. And I feel like nowadays, the way I see models going, you used to have a lot more customization. You used to be able to swap arms willy-nilly. It was like, you bought a kit of Space Marines, you could use, there was 10 sets of legs, 10 torsos, 10 arms, 10 shoulder pads. And I haven't bought the new, like, intercessors or any of that, which are the new Space Marine generic guys, and at least that's what I think they are. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like, hey, you're full of shit, Dead Gamer. But maybe I am. But, like, all the stuff I'm seeing, like the Nurgle kits, the Blight Lord Terminator guys, where are they? They're right here somewhere. Yeah, that's Mortarion. Anyway, those Terminators, they're just one-trick ponies. I mean, there's a little bit of options, but you're stuck. I mean, I can't take the legs off of one and put the torso of another one. You're done. You know, you just don't have that option. And I see it more and more, and that's fine, because I love cutting stuff up anyway. But when I saw the AMBOT, and I saw how customizable he can be, I was like, I don't think people are going to be very receptive to this. I think people are going to freak the hell out. I think people are going to do it, maybe buy a kit or two, because they are tiny, cute little things. I mean, they're not that big. They're, you know, I should have got a Terminator, but Terminator's up to about his shoulder pad, right? And, you know, they're super sweet looking, but they're not like, I don't know. I just have a weird feeling about them. I have a really strange feeling about them. And, I mean, I even when I saw them on the Games Workshop, you know, when they were previewing them, and they were like, hey, these guys are coming out, and I ordered a ton of these things, because I was like, oh, I'm going to chop the living crap out of these models. And I still will. And I'm still excited, and I don't regret, I don't have buyer's remorse. But like originally, if you're older like me, you'll remember a movie called Alien. And in Alien, Sigourney Weaver, actually it was Aliens, right? I get Alien and Aliens mixed up. I think Aliens was part 2. So that was the one where she fought. Is that the one with the kid? Ah, no. Yes, Aliens. Alien. I think I'm right. I don't care. I know you care. Thank you for caring. Better part of me. That's you guys. You're the better part of me. But I was like, oh, dude, instantly, I'm going to do a unit of 4 of these guys, so 2 boxes, and I'm going to take all the center stuff out, and I'm going to put in Genestealer Occult hybrids inside, like the 3rd, 4th generation ones, the human-y looking ones, the ones that don't have 3 arms, the ones that only have 2 arms. And these are going to be like mining, drilling, heavy machinery. And that's what I was going to use them for. And I was going to go, oh, they sub as sentinels, or not even that. I don't care. I'll make my own damn rules, because come to my house, we play any hammer. We don't play Warhammer. We play any hammer. You bring something that's cool, we make up rules and we play it, because anything goes in any hammer. So, yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to put some Genestealer Occult hybrids inside of these things, and these are going to be like mining robots that they basically suit up into to do all their heavy lifting and stuff. And then when I got the kit, and that's the other thing, I was tripping out. I was like, how could these only be $40? And I was scared. I was hesitant. I wasn't scared. And I got the kit. And that dude, I mean, yeah, still gonna fit, right? But he's a lot bigger, the human, than I thought he'd be. Like, just putting him literally on the base in front of this guy. See if I could do this without screwing it up. Right? Granted, you got to take off the base diameter. So drop his bald-ass top of his head to about where his pinchers are. But that's not a lot of robot to try to put a dude into. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be badass. But I thought these were gonna be bigger. And that trips me out. So, in closing, because this has been about a 30-minute video, and I need to go to bed because it's almost 10 o'clock, and it's only Monday, and I'm tired. I got a long-ass week. Yeah, and I'm not looking forward to it. And I got a beard again. That was from the storm we had, and see, I'm tired. I'm busy. Life is, watch this, ready? Because of you guys, I did this, but watch. I'm glad the glue is still not completely dry, because I am totally just going to disassemble this guy while we talk, because I only did it. Yeah, gooiness. Oh, I think I'm boned there. Damn it! The two legs I glued together. I started pulling them, and I don't want those little hoses to break. I can still get all the other pieces in there. But anyhow, that's what I did for you guys. I made that so you guys could see a comparison. So that's about it, guys. If you have any questions about the AMBULL or the AMBOTs, hit me up. I can try to answer them when I check YouTube again to see if you guys even care about me. And I do appreciate you guys dropping in and saying hi. I'm going to also do, if you're an Age of Sigmar player, because I'm just a big Games Workshop fanboy. I play it all. Buy it all, play it all. Well, I don't play it all. I buy it all. I buy it all, I build it all. I'd never paint it all. Just like a true hobbyist to just hoard shit. And, yeah. Endless amounts of gray. So, I'm going to do a video for Age of Sigmar people about the AMBULL. Because, I think this dude would be badass in Age of Sigmar. And I also think that there is no reason he can't be in Age of Sigmar, because there's nothing about him that says, hey, I am from the 41st millennium. He just looks like a giant, badass monster. And that's what I'm going with. So I really can't wait until they make him as a separate kit. I really, 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 really want him to be like $30, $35, Games Workshop, please. I know he's gonna be 45. I already feel it. And I'm gonna put my steak or whatever it is, my chicken, my fish, my steak in the sand, saying that Dead Gamer says that this is gonna be a $45 kit when it comes out on its own. And we are talking, this is March 11th, 2019. So this has not even happened yet. We haven't even gotten Shade Shadow Spear. That's coming this Friday. It's going to be exciting. This Chaos Marine's like bomb diggity. Yeah. Anyone else notice, if you're still listening to me ramble about shit? I'm going to take a swig of wine real quick while you take a swig of whatever it is that you're drinking at home. Oh, that's good. It's getting warm though. Did you guys notice that the little supplemental codex that comes in the Shadow Spear game for the Space Marines side, the Marine has like a single mouthpiece that looks to me cooler and closer to like the Mark 8 power armor than the actual models that have like this weird double ring. Like it does the mouthpiece, but then there's another mouthpiece inside that mouthpiece. And that looks weird to me. I actually thought that that was going to be like, they're finally just going to say, hey, look, guys, your old Space Marines are just miniaturized versions because we didn't want to spend all that extra money on the pewter. and we were a company that was coming up, and now we can afford it. So we're just going to say this Primaris thing was just a bunch of bullshit. That's just Mark 10 armor. If you want Mark 8 armor, here's our Mark 8 armor guys in the new true scale Space Marine size. I thought that was going to happen in Shadowspear. And it's like, they're sticking to their guns. They're like, no, Primaris are these newer, bigger mega humans. And it's like, so the old Space Marines that were supposed to be mega humans are no longer mega humans? I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. I'll just keep buying your damn crack because I love it. It's amazing. Games Workshop should make wine. Huh. That would be awesome. Then I can combine. Then I can give them all my money. Like literally all of it. Right now I give Games Workshop 50%. I give, well, no. I give my mortgage company, because I live in the Bay Area, which is like really expensive. Thank you, Facebook and Google and LinkedIn and all you other fucks. Yeah, I have a mortgage, so probably 95% of my life goes to that. But with 5% that I have left, which we'll call 100% of play money, with 100, that sounds way better. With 100% of my play money, I probably spend 40% of that on food and drink. So I like sushi and good restaurants. And I probably spend no, it's probably the other way around. I don't know. I hope you already clicked off this video because I'm just rambling now. Anyway, I might not do an AOS one tonight because I'm tired. I want to go back. Oh. But AOS AMBULL Hulks are coming. That's another steak, chicken, fish that I'm planting in the ground. So, thank you everybody for watching, listening, and tolerating. I will catch you next time, I guess. Have a great night.